Yeah. What's up? What's up? This your boy Juice Baby in the building, opening up that Stay Boss Up podcast. Yeah, check it out right now. We're gonna talk about financial stability, brother, so, and how comfortable mentally it sustains you. You understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna start off like this here, man. We're gonna give honor to the spirit of greatness, the universe, the great mother, great father. And we gonna let everybody know that we here for everybody, man. We understand everything. Check the foundation. And right now we also we sell life insurance, author books, chef recipes. We got a lot of things to offer, man. But right now we're gonna speak about financial stability and how comfortable mentally it makes you feel. Because I'm gonna start off like this because it's just like when you broke, uh, not broke in spirit, but it do break your spirit if you're almost being broke. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mental, the spirit has to deal with your mental. So when you actually say you financially stable, I mean, some people probably never experienced being financially stable. You understand what I'm saying? Some people probably never experienced having a freedom of not thinking about where they're gonna get their next month, their dollar, their bill, how to pay their next bill, or what's gonna happen in the next 6 months. You know what I mean? You ain't got 6 months worth of bills put up. You understand what I'm saying? Like looking at life and stuff that values it. The way we look at life, I know there's a lot of people that I actually, work for and work around. They don't see life the way we see life because they were not introduced to, being, in poverty. So they don't understand that's almost like a disease. Just like somebody having a disease that you don't have, they can't. You know what I mean? They can't experience what you're feeling. They only can look at it with the symptoms, right? But being broke is mental. You understand what I'm saying? Versus you being broken in spirit. Oh, any financial security comes back. Versus your spirit and your mental capacity is being broken on the value system of the things that you want and you can't have. So then when you actually look at other people outside in society seeing that they got the things that you want and you have, instead of learning how to attain these things by actually making moves, you rather have feelings, you understand, extra emotions, things that you don't actually need. When you do need that feeling and extra emotion, that was supposed to push you into accomplishing other things, goals that you want to achieve, actually the stability of being financially stable. So the first clue to my analysis on this situation is that, like I said, it's mentally being broken in spirit because you don't have a tangible connection to the universe and the world, right? So where you can offer a service. Because if you don't have a service to offer to the world, that's first where your money goes, your value system going to fail at. You understand what I'm saying? So first you have to create a monetary value system in those particular situations for you to advance in financial stability. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have nothing, no service. That's right till you go to school. It's a good thing to go to school, learn a trade, and then it's always good to have a model in your household because, like you said, back in our time, we had people who actually stood for stuff. And they had certain training and abilities to actually pass down from their generation to stabilize the system at hand. But when we actually gave ourselves to the world, right, actually saying that outside of your already net, you allow the government and everybody else to control your way of life. So first quarter, that's why you have a lot. It's about people on the land. You'll be amazed. It's a lot of people that own land and rent their land out. So it's a lot of things. First quarter is to get some land. No matter what, you got to get a piece of land. That's what's going to actually create a stability, a monetary gain, because somebody going to rent it. You don't have to pay taxes on your land regardless. You always want to offset that actually renting your rent your land. Somebody can rent your land. They can build on your land, but they still have to pay you for your land. You understand what I'm saying? So it's basically something that you can, if you actually want to get out of being without, purchase some land, purchase something with value that can give back. You understand what I'm saying? I've looked at a lot of situations where people actually putting themselves in a position where they can actually have paintings that value, buy stuff that value, that upgrade, it's not degrade. You can buy a car and degrade, you know what I mean? Buy stuff that values. But back to the, the power at hand, what I'm actually getting at is that financial stability is one of the beautiful things that you can ever imagine in this lifetime. And we have to adapt to it. And when you can pay all your bills up for 6 months straight, even if it's your rent or your mortgage, and you ain't got to worry about it, you have enough time to explore life. You have enough time to actually imagine what you could do, how you can create, what you could bring more to the table, because people who actually being broke, all they worry about is paying bills. Every piece of dollar coming in hand, they don't have the opportunity to think about other things than pay bills. So first, financial stability frees your thought. It frees your mind. That's the first thing. Give you a clear thought. Because if you're thinking about bills, right? What else do you got to think about? You don't got nothing else to think about. That's the claw. It's clawing in your mind. So when the financial stability kicks in, right, it gives you a breathe in the room. Oh, I ain't got to work. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you learn the system when you actually can put your money in your mind to usage for a minute and understand the value system. You understand what I'm saying? 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Yes. I want to take this time out to thank our sponsors. Derry Denzel Days II Corporations, one of our sponsors, which is our nonprofit, and also author J.J. She's one of our sponsors. Check out her book at www.jrice.com. Also, check out her books on Amazon.com. That's one of our sponsors.
Yes, indeed. Back to the power of hand, like I said, man, it frees your mind because you don't have to think of what that we know that give you headaches when you have to think so hard and think so much when this stuff is so easy. Life is very simple. It very is. We complicate it by putting too much on our table, or putting too much on our plate, by trying to create an image that you can't uphold because you want somebody to like you. First, you have to settle within yourself, accept who you are, to actually move on to the next level of life, which is the level of knowing thyself. Because everything that you was, it was created by the people that came before you. And then it's just like a glove that you fitting in. And then you can take that glove off and create your own fit for this lifestyle. That's what this is. So first, it gives you a mind frame where you can be creative. Right. So I mean, when you now you start thinking about stuff you can do. Just imagine when you get a big lump sum of money and you want to go and your bills paid up. You ain't backed up or nothing. I'm talking about the people whose bills paid up. They done took care of their bills. They done put money up for their kids, or they got tuition, or they got bonds,
right,
and things of that nature. Like they know they done did all this stuff, and they've been working so hard, and then they know that they done paid their bills up for 6 months. Phone bill, electric bill, cable bill. They got a pantry full of food, stable. You understand what I'm saying? So now you have a creative mind frame. You understand what I'm saying? From that point. But just imagine the people who never had this, even must scratch their mind, even must think about where they were going to get the next meal from because of their mothers and their parents and the foundation of having trust funds, and not even that, of being the heir of somebody who made the bell or who made the straw. It's people who are heirs. Y'all don't even talk about how these youngsters living their life generation after generation after generation. They have to worry about no bill ever. They don't even know how to think like that. All they can do is create. That's it. That's what we're doing. Everybody who worrying about being a consumer, that's all you're gonna be. But the creators are the ones who making the things that you are consuming, right? And you don't even have the mind to even create because you're too worried about paying bills. Well, I can't stretch my money this way because if I even think about trying to invest in myself, I'm gonna be out of house and home. And some people actually do that and live in their cars, man. People sacrifice themselves because they know it's at the end of that situation. You understand what I'm saying? So we had to learn how to sacrifice too. You understand? To gain financial stability. People have habits, smoking habits, drinking habits, gambling habits, eating habits, sexual habits. Everything is a habit. So things that you desire and you think, and people, some people have a habit that they don't have to never have to worry about even much feeding into because it's already there. You understand? It was the habit they growed up in. You understand what I'm saying? So the habit of having money, the habit of luxury, even like not even worth it. I was dealing with this some Jewish people, man. They were like, we're having a conversation. I said, why black people always worrying about money? They don't never have to worry about money, so that's why they can say that. They think like they don't know that they don't can't think like us. They're on the other side of the. It's like if you're on the other side, how I'm gonna live like you even think like you if I'm on the other side? I don't even have those capabilities, bro. You got a broke leg. I don't even know how to deal with. Even if I hop on my one leg, I still wouldn't know how to deal with how if you just got one leg and I got two. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like we live through experience, and we do experience each other's pain and sorrow. You understand what I'm saying? So for those factors, you can go through something that I can actually feel it. They've never been through it just because I allow myself to be in your shoes. I've been looking at life so much that I can actually put myself in that position. Never been in it, and I can feel the pain and hurt and never want to do it and go through that passion. You understand what I'm saying? So all of that is going through the mental stage of not having stability and this being stable. Everybody desires to be stable in their mind, stable financially, stable in a job or their business, stable in their relationship, stable in their kids' life. Stability is the key, and we have to create stable systems to hold down the foundations that we built upon. It's the foundation stable. If it's shaky, then you can build and it's gonna break. It's gonna break the foundation. So we need to create stable foundations to build stability for our situations at hand. Because a lot of our parents, they don't want to get high. They had kids, they didn't want to have any babies, they were just having sex. And just you understand? So and other people they have planned parenthood. If people think that's a game, they the kid coming to this plant. They ain't say, oh, we just gonna have a baby, whatever happens, fucking happens, student labor happens, right? But when you can just plan your first child birthday before you even came, you know what kind of birthday that child, you know what the first Christmas is gonna be like, you know what it's gonna be, his first household, his first time in the pool. You know, you already you planned it. And you can follow the plan, just like the plan they follow in the book, in the Bible, anything. The plan to create a car, you got to follow the plan. So create a plan for your life to be stable in this system that we call financial stability. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the fact that we living in. We have to gather information and help one another. And we feel like I'm the one on top. It's not comfortable, brother. Because there's sharks out here, there's piranhas out here, there's bugs out here that man, you eating too much, bro. You gonna start bleeding, man. You gonna start bleeding, and they love blood. And that blood symbolizes wealth. Understand what I'm saying, my brother? It symbolizes life. That with the blood, life is wealth. It's life. You understand what I'm saying? Protect your health. You understand what I'm saying? So getting back to the, like I said, the power at hand is being stable in your mind. Before you can even have financial stability. Because if you're not stable in your mind, you touch that dollar and it's gone. You ain't much. See, that's what the whole point of planning. When you get money, you have to plan what you're gonna do. How that money gonna generate more money, and how it's gonna generate more money. If you ain't putting the energy is currency, currency, energy, energy, movement, movement, water. Ooh, you understand? We represent water, the mass, not the people. If you're not a part, you're gonna be like the drop. And ain't nobody gonna recognize you, man. But you can be a big ocean of storm. You know, people gonna recognize that storm when it's moving in the waters. You understand what I'm saying? So we represent. And see people saying, so you mixing with mythology, and they got theology, you got these different ologies, but it's spiritual reality we live in the vessel we call flesh, right? We speak and you can't touch, taste, and smell that, right? But we can speak stuff into existence like this phone right here. The person had it in their head, it was not tangible. You couldn't touch it, just taste and smell it, and guess what it did? It materialized right in our face. You understand what I'm saying? So everything comes in those fashions, my brother. First is your thought, right? You work out the thought in your head, huh? You manifest that thought. You look at all the ways that you can bring this stuff to exist, and you work on those things and you bring it to fruition. This is how you manifest. You understand? People try to make it sound stupid. You got to sit down and coming up, but you do because why? We meditate because we have to break ourselves away from the world. We have to separate ourselves from singularity, put ourselves back to the point we were when we first was in existence. You got to get back to that person, that value, that greatness. They ain't got none of this flesh we living in. You know what I'm saying? Get tore off. But that singularity is built into the flesh. It's a vessel right now that's holding that mind, that conscience that you got right now. So you can manifest wealth in your life. You have to speak it. You have to be around it. You understand what I'm saying? Just like a magnet. We just like the planets. That's how the planets are drawn to one another. We draw to the sun. The sun draws to the moon. The moon draws to Jupiter and Saturn and everything. You understand what I'm saying? And we are drawn to each other as human beings. Information is given, right? And people are selling and all this stuff. Hey, man, I'm here. I'm a vessel. I'm open. I'm here. We're here to help one another. You understand? Derek gave the second corporation and we stood out right now in life to do what we need to do to help people value their life, value your life, create your system, because it's the system that was built before you got here. And that's the system that most people follow, and they're too lazy to try to create their own way of life. You understand what I'm saying? This is what this is about. You want to be a copycat, or you want to be original? Right now, I can't see nobody but me, brother. I can't copy nobody. I don't know how to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So all I can do is make my own way because the way was not made. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that mama and daddy, they granddaddy and mama, everybody had their own way of what they want to do with their children. They had to be. They had to have a plan because the plan is what it is. Because if you followed your plan to the T, then you can see your plan right before your eyes. You can see what you have planned. If you don't plan, plot, or strategize, what the hell you? The world gonna create whatever solution for you right within there. You don't have no plans. You have to have plans. And that's what people got to understand. You have to plan your life. You have to plan this stuff. You have to plan. You here on this life in this world. You can just think in your life. You just woke up out of the street. You just died. You just woke up. Now you have information on what this plan got to offer. What you gonna do the day that you woke up. You can't be dwelling on what I did yesterday. Only of those things will help you manifest what you need to manifest for the future. You understand what I'm saying? So we coming at y'all right now. This baby in your chest, we're not going to be bringing y'all this potent information. You understand what I'm saying, my brothers and sisters? You understand? But we're doing it big, man. I'm enjoying the company. Enjoying people every day. You're a magnificent creature in this society right now. I think this queen, you know, she is doing her thing. She writing books, she's helping these young ladies reach their inner goals, you understand, and be able to expand their life, their kids, their children. We're going to create that stability in real time so y'all can have a template to follow. You understand what I'm saying? Most things is things that you get into, stick to it. You know, it gets frustrated because you're looking at the value of it too fast. You have to recognize every step that you take to get to the position you in because it takes steps. You can't skip steps. Even when you walk out the door, you skip a step, you might fall. You understand what I'm saying? But if you can skip in a pattern, you might can get somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? But we do what we do, and we need what we need, and we need each other, to expand this life that we live. Consciousness is what it is. Consciousness, this universe of consciousness is expanding. First, with the singularity when we started at a point in life, and everybody was dealing with certain situations and systems. Now, the information is spread all around the universe, and everybody is doing their own thing in life to achieve their goals, what they want, and out of their life, what they see fit for them as individuals. But as people, as humanity, we're looking at each other as a system that we all should be able to bind together and share life. You understand what I'm saying? That somebody be able, they want to experience a whole month, or 2 months, 3 months, 6 months without worrying about how to pay bills. We want to create that system. We want to create that system. That's going to probably be a new program we want to actually create. Man, we want to watch what that creates, the value. And then in that 6 months, they have to produce a system. They have to produce either in them 6 months that they ain't worrying about bills and worrying about, they have to produce a program. They have to produce a way of life that they want to introduce to the world. You understand? That can actually benefit themselves. Because so that their mind was so wrapped up and worrying about bills, they didn't have enough time to actually be a part of the universe. You understand? To actually bring something valuable to the life that we live. Because if you just worry about bills, what did you bring into life? What are you bringing to life? What kind of programs and what kind of things are you creating for people to enjoy this life we live? We know it's what they say, chaos. And chaos means what? Control. And it's controlling chaos. Your cars going back and forth, and trains and planes, all that's chaotic, but it's all controlled. It's all the time value on these systems and how they move around. You got stop signs and red lights. You understand what I'm saying? So you got ways to control chaos. You understand what I'm saying? So chaotic is not always bad. It's to the point where it's not in the system. You know what I mean? It's every which way it's going to. You know what I mean? But when you control it, you can see where the chaos going and you can control it. It becomes a system. You understand it? And that's, you gotta understand that every individual on this planet, we living in our own universe. While we simultaneously living amongst one another. Because what goes on in our head don't go on in the next person's brain. And the dreams that I have, you don't dream when you go to sleep at night. You understand? I might dream about you, but that don't mean that was you in my dream. I could have looked at you if it was you in your dream, and you could be able to tell me you was in my dream. Why nobody never had those experiences? I went to sleep last night. Why dream about you? I dream about you too. And we were talking to each other. What you said to me? Now that's deep. We're gonna bring it to that, but right now, man, financial stability is the best way of life. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the first thing we're practicing right now. Because that's what's going to free our thoughts. We can be able to be creative and bring more to the table. You understand what I'm saying? Once you free your mind, the creativity is going to flow. Especially whatever you actually created about. You know, it's just like the cool thing going on right now. It gives enough people to actually tap into themselves to actually know who they are, value, and being a part of a system outside of who they are. And knowing what that means is you being drained in you to make somebody else wealthy and rich, but you ain't never put that time and effort in your own life to make yourself be actually valuable. You understand what I'm saying? So become a valuable system to yourself. That's the first person you have to recognize and love and enjoy with yourself. You don't like yourself, love yourself, care for yourself, you ain't gonna have that. When you gonna get energy from it, do that to somebody else. It's gonna be phony. You're gonna be doing it for a different purpose. You don't have an agenda behind it. You put prayer heart, prayer mind, prayer your soul. And prayer mean it ain't gotta be all clean and all that. No, prayer meaning that if you made a mistake, you pray enough to say I made a mistake. You understand what I'm saying? Prayer people ain't all people who they do think clean that. I mean, them people the most nasty people in the world. And they go outside, they make you think they're going their high. You hear me what I'm telling you, man? We ain't gonna go there, man. It's all tied into one another being financially stable. You understand what I'm saying? some people take advantage of that. Like you got kids that's rich. The kids rich, but the parents wealthy. It's a different story. Kids ain't wealthy until they control the wealth that their mom and dad have obtained. Then that's when they become wealthy. They rich, little rich kids running around, never got to worry about nothing. All they do is going everything finest to the finest. When they in preschool, they got the finest clothes, they eat the finest food. When they in elementary, they go to all the field trips. They can donate. They in all the cake cookouts. And they the one. They mom and dad the ones making. They the ones pulling all. They got organizations putting all this paper all throughout their life, so they learn how to manage it, organize, stay organized, manage money, organize systems and people. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it starts. When you financially stable, you gotta actually have a system of being stable. And however that system works for you, be able to share it in the chat. Go ahead, email us, Derek Corporation, Juice Baby, Juice Baby at 579 Yahoo.com. Check out my YouTube channel and my Instagram, Juice100 on my gram. We doing what we making it do, man. We gotta live, man. We gotta live instead of survive. We learn how to survive so long, man. It hurts, to actually see people healthy, and still can't enjoy their life. You know what I mean? They dedicate themselves to health. And you got some people who slobs. And you look at them, and they look like they enjoy life, but they ain't, but they not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a vice versa when you can be healthy and financially stable, man. That's the best way to be, brother. Because the first thing is to be clear in your spirit. A lot of hatred comes in and messing up your organs and stuff. And when you angry a lot, it lets off a lot of liquid and chemicals in your body. Throw you off balance. Maintain and meditate is prayer. It's prayer what works, not just prayer. Prayer is prayer. People don't really tell you the value of that. But the system is to not pray for stuff, but pray for strength and do it. You can't pray for nothing. You work for that. Everything you do, you work for. I would say every team mind. When you sit there and work, you pray for strength. Pray that you're healthy. You can't pray for nothing outside of what you already are. That's crazy. Pray for a car and a house. How you gonna do that when you supposed to work for that? You gonna get, or your mama pass that down to you. Pray for it, like how that's supposed to work. It's not praying for it and working for it. Working towards your goals, man. You can't pray towards your goals. You have to make moves, man. You have to make moves, man. You know what I'm saying? People think they can just sit down and just say, boy, that was everybody be right, speaking words and stuff, talking into you. But the manifest in this life, this life is the experience life. You have to experience spirit, hearing, taste, feeling, and movement. You will have to experience life. So financial stability is the way, it's the new wave and the been the way. They just been hiding from it. They want you to be broke. They want you to be angry and upset and be mad and people who got it and you don't know. Just work on people. Work on being your own sustainer, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like they got these systems out here, man. I can go along and I gotta break down different little factions and certain situations that make people see, but with a bigger view, people understand where I'm coming from, man. We've been indoctrinated in so many ways that if you follow those systems, valually, that's what come out of it. Like, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and thinking you're going to get a different result. So, that's just being an oxymoron and being insane. That's just real simple. You keep praying the same prayer and you move towards. Hey, financial stability is the best way of this life. Trust me, man. It'll be a beautiful thing. Go ahead and let our baby go ahead and speak her words of wisdom. She's baby right here in your chest, man. We'll be coming with this real powerful information. And it's only for you guys. I'm here, man. Peace out. Speak to the wisdom and let me see if my co-host got some questions.
Yes. One thing that we learned about this pandemic is that it taught us that we needed to be prepared. We saw that a lot of big businesses that had these big names, they weren't really prepared for this pandemic. So in this time, like even myself, I'm seeing that, hey, I want to be prepared. I don't want to be waiting on the government to pay this and pay that. This is the time where we have to get up and we have to start grinding so that if anything happens like this, we prepare. Like we don't have to wait on the government to give us anything.
Stay boss.
So we learned. We learned that all these companies that we thought they were doing their thing, they went bankrupt within months.
And know what it was? It was the outer appearance. Because like you said, big name, big value for what are the daily people still real people now. So what they do, they surrender with the money, going out of town, spending money. They ain't worried about no pandemic because they didn't see this coming, this storm coming. But people tell you in the wisdom of the word, they tell you what, you put something up. In case for a storm.
Emergency fund. That's what we teach.
You put something up. Grandma, granddaddy, grandmama, granddaddy, great grandmama, granddaddy. Always see you put something in your storehouse. Huh? Because hey, when the famine comes, and that's what the word and the wisdom and everything that was written in the Bible and all this, it was different systems that people were living 2,000, 3,000 years ago. And when they telling you that this stuff gonna keep repeating itself in certain ways, but not cars and like different ways of how we live and coming up to these different stages in life, it's gonna keep repeating itself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's what we're gonna do different when we get in these different systems. Not copy what the Bible people did. What you gonna do different? And in some systems like in the wisdom to tell you that there's a lot of stuff that ain't not gonna be written. So we the ones gotta be making the real situation. Like the Bible will never stop. It ain't gonna stop a revelation. Life goes on. Just like death, like you think because your life is what it is, you died, don't mean that nobody ain't going to rebirth and come back. Meaning that people have babies, people come to life. So wherever Revelation died at, that's where it died at. And whoever can write from Revelation to this day, that's going to be the book of life. So y'all can understand, man. The life goes on. But just like my wife said, man, being prepared is preparing yourself for 100 years. Even if it's you preparing yourself for 100 years, you know you might not see that 100 years, but you actually got to create a 100-year plan. You got to. You can't even fathom that, but you can because your grandma's that been 100 and something years old. My great grandma died. She was 100 and something years old. My great grandma from Bahamas, that's right. She died. So she had a 100-year-old plan, even if her parents had a plan, and when she got 10, they passed the plan, and she could have had 90 plan. And the kids and whoever was around her, we followed along with it. And so when she passed on, somebody might be 20. They still got 80 more years to keep that plan going. And we can add more years to it. Everybody got to adding on. It ain't about your information wrong, your information right. This is about expanding. Because your information might be right for your situation, but not mine. Because we two different people. We might be looking like we're in similar situations, but we might not be in similar mind frames. Mind frames. Yeah. It's the mind. Everything is mental. You see what I'm saying? Because if I was looking at a situation small, just like I was a baby, and then a grown man looking at that situation, they looking at it different. The baby ain't looking at the value of what I can do with this. They just looking at the curiosity of what is this. A grown person already supposed to know what is this, what it can do, and what power it can attain. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the value system of your mind. If your mind frame is still weak, or your mind frame is always thinking less of and not more of, then you never gonna be what you push out. You're gonna be what you is pushing out. You think if that stuff don't have less of life. If I eat greens a lot, right? If I put the right stuff in my body, that's just that's energy. It ain't no faking. It ain't no faking. It's like you thinking, just like if you put water in the gas tank, you think that shit ain't no gas. It's not gas. You can imagine that you put gas in the car, but you just put water in there, brother. It's not gonna be the same effect. We vessels. We vessels. I might be allergic to something. You understand what I'm saying? But that value system is that we put stuff in us that's going to have us pushed out. So you still got to feed your mind. Your mindset. Because your mind, you could be, if your mind ain't there,
they could give you $1 million and you ain't gonna know what to do with it. It's gonna be
You
gone.
know, because it's where your mind at. Because if you're a trick or a smoker or a dopey, you get them $1 million, that's all on your mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You a dopey, you a crackhead, you get this nigga, you ain't know how many times I've seen this. Get the lot super label, get the lottery, hit the lotto, and if you broke in 2-3 years, you don't have it to a no. Listen, it had dessert. Right. You know what dessert? Deserve. Yeah. You got what you deserve. You deserted your situation and got all suited and booted, but you forgot the long haul of how long you can get high if you wanted to do it that way. But you bust your head open all at once. All the money went nowhere. You slept or woke up, money missing, you ain't care. You just kept on moving in that era because all you wanted to do was chasing that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Instead of chasing the feeling of stability. Chasing the feeling of jumping on the plane. Chasing the feeling of jumping on the train. Chasing the feeling of creating something and helping people in the world. So you gotta use that. Use that energy. The money is energy. It's that nigga. It's like the universe gave you an open door to play in the game of life. Some people only got tokens to only play certain parts of the game. Some people got tokens to play the whole part of the game. Some people got infinity tokens where they just motherhood into the they ain't gotta spend no tokens. They just blood in. Because people know about gang life and telling you the mafia, so people know what time it is. Just how the levels work, bro. Sometimes you're born in it, and sometimes you don't. You might be outside looking in, you might be inside looking out, or you might be a spectator, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you can create your value system just like chessboard. You can start out as a pawn, but you can be looking at a position that you want to be and actually grow and make the moves to become that successful being. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. Thank y'all for joining the show. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast, subscribe to our channel, share it. Those who have not watching it live, you can always catch the replay and go back and replay our episodes. We're always doing giveaways, so don't miss an episode. Even if you have to go back and watch it, you may be able to win some prizes or win some cash, right? So
yeah, man, you already know what time it is. Keep it in your chest. Keep you baby in the building. All I say is stay boss up. Peace.